One measure of culinary skill is consistency. In a professional kitchen, it's often said that you're only as good as your last service. But even when cooking at home, given the effort spent preparing a meal, it's satisfying when it comes out just as good as the last time. Because sous vide affords precise temperature control, results can be repeated with ease. No amount of culinary skill or judgment can match the consistency of sous vide cooking. With traditional cooking techniques, temperature control is tricky, so we use adjectives like rare, medium, medium well, and so on to express our preference. Such words are ambiguous, but being more specific is pointless since these cooking techniques don't afford enough control over the temperature to do better. Sous vide makes it possible to be very specific about the degree of doneness that you prefer. For a steak, you might prefer 127, 133, 136 degrees Fahrenheit, or perhaps some other temperature. The point is that you can be certain of achieving your perfect temperature every time. In a professional kitchen, it's remarkable how far this goes towards making service smooth. But even at home, it's great when the food is cooked exactly the way you want. Cooking food at the temperature you've selected and waiting until the center of the food reaches equilibrium with that temperature avoids another common source of inconsistency: having the food overcook after you've stopped the cooking. This happens because with other cooking techniques, the surface of the food is nearly always much hotter than the core temperature, and thus it's critical to time things correctly and allow for the inevitable cooling of the surface and increasing temperature at the center. This, by the way, is why the rib roast that was at your perfect temperature when you pulled it from the oven is overcooked after it has rested for several minutes before you slice into it. But with sous vide, when you remove the food from the bath, its surface and core temperature are already at equilibrium, so it doesn't continue to cook. Consistency comes in other forms too. Portion size, product quality, healthfulness, and food hygiene, all important whether you're cooking in a busy restaurant or at home for your family and friends. Achieving this kind of consistency is one reason we prefer to work with scales. Lamb chops, for example, can be packaged with measured amounts of herbs and spices before they're sealed. This ensures accurate portion control as well as consistent results. In the professional kitchen, this is invaluable. Of course, there's no reason you have to work with this kind of precision. Very often we work ad hoc too, and just add what seems about right. Creative inspiration is a big part of cooking, and sometimes you just have to do what feels right.